Hi, everybody. It's Linda. Yep, this is me. And I'm going to talk to you about moisturizer today. And I'm going to show you something kind of scary. So I wanted to give you a heads up in case you have kids in the room. I didn't want to, frighten any little children. I'm going to show you my naked face. I got up this morning, washed my face, put my Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood on. I put that under my eyes here and around my lips for the fine lines. Really a great moisturizer, this stuff. And then I reached for this bottle of moisture and it's empty. So I'm kind of in a hurry here. My face is screaming, that tightness you can feel when your face is like screaming for moisture. So I've got to make some moisture and I hope you will enjoy this video. First, I'll tell you my skincare routine. This is 56-and-a-half-year-old skin. I think genes have a lot to do with it. I've never been one who broke out with a lot of acne other than in like middle school. But I get a pimple here and there from time to time, but I'm blessed with good genes, but I also take care of my skin. So here's one of the things that I do is the Royal Hawaiian Sandalwood under my eyes. And I discovered that because I went to a class on oils of the ancient Bible, and they said aloes was good for that. So I used up all my aloes, but you can't buy it unless you buy the kit. But aloes is a form of sandalwood. So there you go. Now I use that under here, around here. First, my cleaning routine is either the Morning Start soap, which I really love, the lemongrass smell. It does start your morning great because you're just like invigorating. Charcoal bar soap, I love that too. I keep both of them in the shower and I just pick one to wash with. And then I usually follow it up with my homemade facial cleanser. This one, let's see, it has castile soap, chamomile tea, almond oil, vitamin E, tea tree, and lavender in it. And this one feels amazing on the skin. So that is my skincare washing routine. I don't use a toner, although I have a great recipe for one. And then I use the Royal Sandalwood and the moisture. So got to make some moisture because my face is screaming. I use 4 different carrier oils in this one. Okay. Now you might think, oh, putting an oil on my face, that's too heavy. But really, if you do this after you wash and your face, the pores are open, it soaks right in and you don't know any different from an oil from like a cream moisturizer. I've been using this one for about at least 2 years. I got oily about 3 years ago. I'm not sure I started with this right away, but at least 2 years I've been using this. And I'll tell you, the first couple of, first 6 months or so, I could not bear to throw away my $50 moisturizer that I got from Avon because I had been using it since I was about 25. So it was, we're talking almost 30 years of using the same moisturizer and loving it and then getting rid of it to get rid of the toxins. I actually kept it in the drawer for a very long time before I finally said, it ain't worth it. I don't need it. Gone. So this is my love and how to make it. Well, I have it written down in my handy dandy book, which I suggest that all of you have some kind of a book or maybe these great recipe cards that you can get to keep track of your oily recipes and experiment on your own, right? Do a little research, figure out what oils are good for what, and try something on your own. What do you got to lose? This is how I got a lot of these recipes. Either I borrowed them from someone, I might have tweaked them, or I did the research and created things that I have loved on my own. So this one takes plantain oil or plantain oil. So I found it on Amazon under plantain oil. And then when I did some research, because you always want to work with oils for your skin that are low on the comedogenic scale. So I looked for plantain oil and I couldn't find it. but it is known as a skin oil. It's also known as a healing oil. And it's great for things like eczema and psoriasis and just general dry skin. So this is a healing oil. That's plantain oil, and I got that from Amazon. Next is tamanu oil. This one is a rating of 2. So if you're prone to a lot of acne, and this one might upset, comedogenic ratings should be 0 to 1 for the skin, although a lot of people use coconut oil, and that's a 4. But if you have good results with it, go for it, right? So this is a 2. So it's only slightly comedogenic. You want it to be 0 to 1. 2 is okay. Not bad. I use that one. Red raspberry seed oil is listed as a 0 to 1. That one's one of my favorites. And then I also use grapeseed oil. And this is, I think it's a 0. Could be a 1. Could be 0 to 1. Anyway, they're all really good for the skin. So this is what we're going to use to make it. Now, to refill this little bottle, this is a 2-ounce bottle. And I'm lazy, so I don't like to do this very often. So I'm going to do it once and then have it for a very long time. So I'm going to like make a lot and put it in here and then fill this and then fill this with the rest for a backup. So that way I'm done with this for a while. Okay, so the first thing is the plantain oil, and you need 2 ounces, or I'm sorry, 2 tablespoons, but I'm going to double this up. A tablespoon, I'm getting rid of the dropper here. Don't want to leave that on the table. Okay. 2 tablespoons equal an ounce, so I'm going to measure it this way. Well, goodness gracious, I hope I have more. I do. So maybe I'll just make one batch to make sure I have enough. So 1 ounce of the plantain oil. We need a 1/2 ounce of the tamanu oil. So where's that halfway mark here? This should be about right. It might be a little bit off if I didn't measure correctly the last time, but I'm going to say we're close. So that's 1 tablespoon or 1/2 ounce. We need 2 ounces of the red raspberry seed oil. Let's see if I have enough of that. I do. My watch is going here. And 2 ounces of the grapeseed oil. I'm going to give that a little bit more. So those are all your carriers. And now we add the essential oils. I use frankincense and tea tree. Frankincense is amazing for everything, but it's really good for skincare. And so is tea tree. So those are the ones that I use. It needs 40 drops and 30 drops. So I'm going to pause this for you and come back in a moment because you don't want to see me sit here and count 40 drops of frankincense and 30 drops of tea tree. And I will be right back. Where you been? I've been done for a while. All right, so the oils are in there. All I have left to do is mix it all up and combine all of those oils. They do like to try to separate out at times, so you're going to want to shake well before every use. Now, my math was a little bit off. There's really 4 ounces in here. This is a 2-ounce bottle, so it's good that I have the overflow bottle to throw the extra in. And let's see, I need a little funnel to get that in there. Yeah, so now I have I have a full 2-ounce bottle and another 2 ounces to replace that with. So I'm going to be good for my moisture oil for a very long time. This lasts a huge amount of time, like months and months. So I'll move that later. And now, if you can't find plantain oil or tamanu oil, or you're a little afraid of those and you want to just start with something low on the comedogenic scale, you can just use red raspberry seed oil. You can also change up the oils, the essential oils that you use. So I have sometimes put a little copaiba in and reduced the tea tree. You can put lavender in there. That is also good for the skin. There are so many oils that are great for the skin. So use what you like and change it up. But that's the basic recipe for that. Now I'm going to use it because my face is screaming. I only put about 2 squirts in, sometimes 3 if I've just gotten out of the shower and my pores are open. And then I just rub it everywhere. I even rub it on my lips because they need moisture too. On my eyelids, under my eyelids, and down through my neck. Down through my neck. There. My face is so much more happy. So much more happy. So much happier. So I hope that this is something that you'll be willing to try, and it moisturizes everything. I also, truth be told here, I use a little bit under my armpits before I put my deodorant on, because my deodorant sometimes can chafe a little bit, and this protects that. And I've used it for other things too. If I have to apply an oil in a sensitive area, I might use a little bit of this to act as the carrier oil before I put one of my essential oils on my skin. So it has multiple uses, and I think you're going to love it. So thanks for watching. And if you have any questions, please feel free to post. I will post the recipe for both versions, for the tamanu and plantain version and the other just red raspberry seed version. So have a great day, everybody.